Hi everyone, Al DeMarco here, and this is going to be your Thursday video report. Free picks on a 69-53-3 run, taking the split on Wednesday in the NBA, cashing in with the Thunder, losing with the Nuggets. Here's what I've got coming up today in your video report. I'm going to preview the Duke-Arizona game, give you my thoughts on Wisconsin and Butler, a free pick on San Diego State and Connecticut. Also, I have another money-saving discount coupon code that'll save you money on your purchases today. I'm going to break down the tournament, how it's played out the first two rounds from an ATS perspective, and give you a historical review of how the Sweet 16 has played out in recent years. Now, before we get going there, first I want to talk about the free basketball tournament that I am bankrolling that you can enter for free. Guys, you see the ads here on the site for DraftStreet.com. You know, they estimate that over 30 million of us, and I'm one of them, take part in some type of fantasy league or rotisserie league each year. 30 million of us do it. Well, here's the beautiful part about DraftStreet.com. You can make money. You can wager, and it's perfectly legal according to U.S. laws. Now, why? Because they consider it a game of skill, and it certainly is a game of skill. Now, why sports betting and poker playing is illegal because it's gambling and it's not a game of skill, I don't know. I don't make the rules. I don't pass the laws. All I know, this is legal, and here's the deal. Friday night's NBA action, guys. Tomorrow night's NBA action. I'm running a free tournament, $200 at stake, okay? And it's my money. Top 5 winners, top 5 finishers get into claiming cash. And here's the thing about DraftStreet.com. What you have to do is you have to pick an 8-man NBA team for tomorrow night. The guys that are playing tomorrow night. Every NBA team's playing, so you've got everybody in the NBA to pick from. You need 2 centers, 2 forwards, 2 guards, 2 utility men, but there's a catch. It's a $100,000 salary cap. So, you know, maybe you want Dwight Howard, maybe you want LeBron, you want to spend 20 grand for one player? That's great. You've got to get the other 7 for under 80, okay? Every player in the NBA is assigned a value. But it's a little more than that, and that's what makes any fantasy league great. Listen, you are awarded points based on the number of points your team scores, okay? You get 1 point for points. You get 1.25 points for rebounds. You get 1.5 points for assists. So Chris Paul fans, you might want to think about him, right? You get 2 points for every block. You get 2 points for every steal. But here's the catch, guys. Bad performances, well, they're not rewarded. Your points are deducted. Missed free throws, you lose 0.5 point. Missed field goals, you lose 0.5 point. So these are all the things, what makes it such a unique game of skill. And again, you enter by clicking on the ad, DraftStreet.com. You'll see Al DeMarco's $200 free tournament challenge. Enter your information there. Go ahead and pick the team. Remember, you can pick your team today, and you can revise it up until the first games start tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, the top 5 finishers finish in the stakes and win money. And it's my money at stake, and I'll be betting against you as well because I've got my team in there too. It's free entry. Check it out, DraftStreet.com. Before we go any further, let me get to that money-saving discount coupon for you. In honor of the Sweet 16, it is simply Sweet 16. Sweet 16. You enter that today in your shopping cart and you will save $16 off of any single purchase you make. You don't have to buy my plays. You can buy anybody on the site, and you have a choice. If you don't want to use that coupon today, you can save it and use it tomorrow. The choice is yours. Sweet 16 will save you $16 off of any purchase you make. It's a single-time usage coupon, $16 off. And again, you can only get these money-saving discount coupons and offers right here on the video reports. Now, let's break down how the tournament has played out so far. Well, it's been a dog tournament. What can I tell you? I mean, so far the underdogs in the dance have gone 27-21 against the spread. 16 of those 27 dogs have won those games outright. But how has the Sweet 16 broken out over the years? Remember what I told you last week before the dance started, that everything is cyclical. It's no different in the Sweet 16, guys. Favorites each of the last 2 years have gone 6-2 against the spread. The past 3 years, the Chalks are 17-7 against the spread. But 3 years prior to that, the favorites went 8-15-1. And the 4 years prior to that, the favorites went 19-12-1. So there you got it, guys. Again, just showing you, over a 10-year period, it's always cyclical. How have double-digit chalks favored? Well, they've gone 9-5 against the spread since 1999. You only have one double-digit chalk here. That is Kansas laying the 10.5 against Richmond. And FYI, so far in this year's dance, the double-digit chalks have gone 9-5. That segues me into talking about Duke and Arizona. You know, defending champions. 1-4 straight up, 0-5 against the spread in the Sweet 16, dating back to 2002. Do I think Duke beats Arizona today? Absolutely. Do I think that Duke covers the 8.5-point spread? I don't know, guys. I think this is going to be tough. Both teams are going to want to run the ball. Irving playing his third game back since recovering from that toe injury that kept him out from the opening weeks of the season until the start of the tournament. So that's a huge plus for Duke. But then let's remember, Sean Miller, 9-2-1, his ATS record in the Big Dance. Meanwhile, Duke, 3-6. Their last 9 Sweet 16 appearances versus the odds makers. The positive side for Duke, everybody looks at that Michigan collapse in the final moments, allowing the Wolverines to come in for the easy cover. But you know, their 9 prior wins were all by double-digit margins. Arizona, by the way, lifetime 8-3 ATS against number 1 seeds in the tournament. So I like Duke, but wouldn't put my money, and I really couldn't tell you more than that. It'd be a great team to tease. I think you could tease this game either way. Take Arizona plus 12.5, Duke down to, 4.5, depending on what your price is. I think you could go either way with that teaser as well. That gets me to Purdue and Wisconsin. I'm sorry, Purdue and Wisconsin. What am I thinking at? But Butler and Wisconsin. 2 very similar teams. Everybody's in love with Butler. We know what Butler did last year in the dance as well. Is Butler the way to go with the points? I'm not sure in this game. I think the way to go in this game is maybe the under. Points are going to be at a premium. I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I really think Wisconsin's going to win this game. Can they cover the spread, though? That is the toughest game of all the Sweet 16 matchups as far as I'm concerned. And you know my advice, if you're not sure, it's not a game you should be betting. Now, the one free pick I want to talk about is Connecticut and San Diego State. Listen, I know what San Diego State has done. I know the Aztecs, phenomenal record this season. I mean, what can you say about a team that's lost 2 games this year and won 34, and the 2 losses were against BYU, and that's it, right? They're 22-12 against the spread. They beat Northern Colorado, and they beat Temple in the first 2 rounds of the tournament. And they played great ball in those, especially defensively. I mean, they held those 2 teams to just 36% field goal percentage. Only allowed Temple and Northern Colorado to attempt 19 free throws. No big surprise because San Diego has the big, dominant, physical front line, and they really own the paint. Here's the thing, though. I'm watching the end of the San Diego State game. Regulation, when they blew the 11-point lead, allowed Temple to come back and tie it. I watched the first overtime. I watched through the second overtime. The thing that impressed me, or did not impress me, about the Aztecs in that game, nobody wanted the Rock to shoot it with the game on the line. Nobody stepped up and performed in a clutch manner for San Diego State. It was almost like they were hesitant to shoot the ball, scared to shoot the ball. You don't have that problem with Kimball Walker with Connecticut. I mean, and all the guy's done is averaged 28 points in the last 8 games. And of course, you know the Huskies have won and covered 7 straight after that miraculous 5-5 performance in the Big East. I like Connecticut here because, again, when the ball has to be shot, when it should be a close game, I've got to go with the team that has the clutch shooter, and that's why I'm going to go ahead and back UConn in this game. I know that's probably going against popular opinion, and I also know that Big East teams are 12-21-2 in the Sweet 16 versus the odds makers dating back to 1998, but I'll buck the trends and I'll take UConn for your freebie. Again, remember the free tournament to enter, my money on the line for NBA action on Friday night, and your discount shopping code is Sweet 16.